and direct, live on the set. Let's make this something. Let's get into this. Life support. Life is all about support. Pardon me for my nasal passages. If y'all don't mind, then I don't mind. You got different types of support out there. You got child support. You got spousal support. You've got life support. You got Desi Banks. Desi Banks definitely doing his thing on these internet streets. Comedian. I guess you could say actor. Sketch artist, right? Skit artist. I don't know exactly how you put it together. But Desi Banks, he had the interview on Club Shay Shay. And when Shannon Sharp asked him about his ex, he said that she didn't support him. That's what Desi Banks said. She didn't believe in me. And she responded in multiple ways. She responded and questioned, how could it be that I didn't support you? I was giving you this, I was giving you that. You was getting around on this, you was getting around on that. So she had a lot to say about her perceived support. And in relationships, you're going to have support. Now, child support typically comes about at the end of a relationship, if there even was one. Spousal support, of course, is going to come about at the end of the relationship because that is the support, typically financial, that's being provided for the former spouse. Even though it's called spousal support, you're no longer a spouse to that individual, but yet they provide an upkeep for you, seeing that the relationship is no longer, and since the relationship is no longer, you are, by law, entitled to a certain amount of support to keep you afloat. And then, of course, you have support that you just provide in life. Support can go one or two ways. Support can be from the one who is providing the support for the other one who may not be working, who may not be providing for themselves. Or support could be emotional, mental, right? Meaning I'm there to stand by you. Hola, ¿cómo está? I'm there to stand by you throughout your dreams and aspirations. So I'm here for you. Now, before we get into the actual support in the relationship, let's talk about the other two. Starting with everybody's favorite, one of the most misrepresented types of support is child support. Child support is public assistance. It is the only public assistance where there's zero eligibility. Child support, you don't need to be eligible in order to receive it. Public assistance, there typically lies some parameters you have to fall within in order to receive it. So child support is something where you don't have to be eligible. You could just receive it. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. So good to see you guys. Thank you. So child support originated in the beginning with a father, husband, who was the breadwinner. And the wife was a homemaker. She tended to the home. So if by chance they had the misfortune of their relationship coming to an end, it wouldn't have been fair to expect this former wife, ex-wife, mom, to now all of a sudden go and get a job, because what job skills does she have? Her skills were all about, we're talking about support right now, Mikey. Her skills were all based in the home. So what she did was an honorable thing. But now, in order for her to take care of these children, what we needed to do was we needed to provide support for her. And then that former husband, that ex-husband who just completely vanished, we're going to go after him. But in the meanwhile, we have to upfront, that's what the state would do. They would put up front the support to that housewife and her children. And then once they actually find the husband who left his family, then that's what we're going to do. We're going to go after him to reimburse the state. That's the actual origins of child support. For whatever reason, it became something completely different. That's another topic for another time. But it became something completely different. But that's a level of support nonetheless. Then spousal support, again, the relationship came to an end. The particular spouse, they're accustomed to a certain way of living. The way how the state looks at it is that, well, if you're no longer in the picture, they should be kept at that standard, so you have to provide support for them. So since you have to provide support for them, we're going to give spousal support. You're going to have to pay it. Now, what happens to the ones that's actually in the relationship? No child support, no spousal support. What happens if your significant other, your spouse, just doesn't support you? What do you do about that? How do you feel about that? Desi Banks complained that his former girlfriend, she didn't see his vision. She didn't believe in him. She didn't give him the support he felt that he deserved. Many people may feel that way. You may be with a woman and she's an artist. She may not necessarily be bringing in the amount of money immediately while she's going to establish her dreams and her identity through her craft. So a man may look at it like, damn, I'm doing all of this stuff for you, but I'm not seeing no return on my investment. What's going on with the art? As a matter of fact, I can't continue to do this. He leaves. A woman might be in a relationship with a man. He has particular aspirations, dreams, ambitions, and she just doesn't feel she should be providing what it is that he's looking for from her because she's not seeing it materialize. So he doesn't feel the support. Or she may just not be that way. She may be more inclined to be about her vision as opposed to his vision. So what do you do if you're in a relationship and you feel you're getting a lack of support from your other half? Should you leave them? Well, I'm not really in favor of that. I never really advise people to end their relationships. I don't look at that as a good thing. People are speaking a lot about Travis Hunter and his fiance, and many people are just like, hey, you need to end the relationship. That's never really a good thing. If anything, they would both need some form of counseling if by chance it was needed. But they're in a relationship, so you can't look to remove someone from a relationship. That's not necessarily a positive thing to do, especially seeing you don't know to what extent that relationship serves that person. So it's very just reckless to just tell someone who's in a relationship, especially a committed one, that they should leave because you don't like the other person. That's not really advisable. Nevertheless, if you don't feel your partner is providing the support. Let's say you don't feel your wife is supporting you. Well, the question I would ask is your wife going to reap the benefits of what it is your dreams and aspirations are anyway when they materialize? And are you okay with that? So your family, your children, your wife, they may not really be too excited about what it is that you do. But when you reap the fruits, when your goals bear fruit, are they going to be there for it? Are their hands going to be out looking to receive from your table? Yeah. So why even get caught up in that? Why even get caught up in the fact that they don't necessarily see things the way you see it? They don't have your vision or your ambition. Just go about what it is you're going to go about anyway. And hopefully you still feel comfortable providing what it is you're able to provide because of your diligence. Hopefully you're able to still be there and understand that, listen, you guys might not have been there for me on those long nights or when I felt down or when I felt like giving up. But you guys are here to get not necessarily the accolades, but you're here to get the benefits of all of the hard work I put in. Now, should you withdraw and withhold it from them? I wouldn't say yes, because you chose to bring these individuals along the ride with you. And you wanted to do it. You wanted to be that type of individual. You wanted to have your own individualized path that you knew was going to put you in a place to be able to provide. So if that's what you wanted to do, the way how you could deal with that disappointment of not getting the support is reminding yourself that you wanted to be able to provide this opportunity or this way of living anyway. That's what you wanted to do. So that's the good that you wanted to do. And that, if anything, is going to show how good of a person you are in those regards, because that's what you wanted to do. You wanted to do good for these people, these individuals in your life. And salute to you for doing so. So don't get so caught up when you don't receive the support of what it is you're looking for from your significant other. Which you can't make them do it, right? You can't make them. You can't like dangle it like, nah, oh yeah, remember when I was doing that and you was like, just let me know when you get in instead of calling and check on me and asking me how my day was. Now you asking me for this. Nah, click. Nah, you can't do that. Support is real. Hopefully you are getting the support you're looking for, especially if that's what's going to keep you locked in. That's going to keep you tapped in to what you need to be doing. But I can most certainly say, as a man, you're going to need to know. You better develop that skill and that ability on how to be able to be a certain way without the support, without somebody being there to say, hey, good job, or I appreciate you. Don't look for that. Don't look for that. You may not get it. And if that's what you're basing everything on, when you don't receive that, then you're going to be disappointed. And that disappointment could lead to other things that's just no good for you. So know why you're doing it and understand what is the reason that you are doing it. Are you doing it for someone? Are you doing it for your household? Are you doing it for personal reasons? Because regardless of what your audience is, are you still going to do it? And if so, then continue on what it is that you're doing. But don't get caught up on whether or not people are there cheering you on. Because the same ones who don't cheer you on may very well be the same ones that's going to look for a slice of the pie once you get it. Now, if these are your people, then you're going to have to take care of them. You can have a conversation and say, hey, listen, I accomplished all of this. God gave me the ability to accomplish all of this, and you guys gave me no support. If it's truly none or very little. Now just imagine how much further I can go with your support, your encouragement, your appreciation. So just wanted to shed some light on the different types of support we're going to come about in life support. Appreciate all you guys in the chat. Do, of course, follow, like, subscribe to all. We like giving life information, man. Information that's going to be there for you, that's going to help you. We like to provide service. Appreciate all you guys. Casted Crowns Inc., live and direct, coming to an end.